He hadn't eaten in 3 days. His jacket was torn, his shoes had holes, and the last $20 he would ever beg for was about to change everything. It was a Tuesday morning in January, Chicago, 6 degrees outside. Marcus sat on a milk crate beside the entrance of a coffee shop on West Randolph Street, holding a paper cup with 37 cents inside.
How long have you been out here?
Long enough to stop counting.
What would you do if someone gave you a real shot? Not charity, not a meal, a shot.
Depends on the shot.
$20. That's it. Bring me back 40 by next Friday. I'll be at the same coffee shop. If you do, I'll give you something worth more than money.
Why would you do this? Because someone did it for me 30 years ago. Money isn't the prize, it's the proof. Prove to yourself you're not finished.
$20. He could eat for 2 days, maybe 3 if he stretched it. But something the old man said kept ringing in his head. Money isn't the prize, it's the proof. For the first time in years, Marcus didn't want to survive. He wanted to fight. And then he saw it. Hundreds of people rushing to important places wearing expensive suits with dirty shoes. Every single morning, these people walked through puddles, construction dust, and not one of them had time to fix it.
They don't need food from me. They don't need water. They need to look sharp, and I can do that with my hands.
He needed supplies, but with $20, every cent mattered. Here's exactly what he bought. $14.50. He had $5.50 left. Enough for a bottle of water and a pack of crackers. Every dollar was a soldier, and none could be wasted. Day 1, 7 a.m., the morning rush. Marcus sat outside the Meridian Tower with his sign, his polish, and his pride. He called out to every person who passed.
Shoe shine, sir? $5. Your shoes will look brand new.
3 hours, not a single customer. 47 people said no. 12 didn't even look at him. The sun was beating down and his water was almost gone. Maybe this was stupid. Maybe I should have just bought food.
Hey, you can't set up shop here. This is private property. You need a vendor permit for this block. Move along or I'm calling it in.
I understand. I'm sorry, sir. I'll leave. Shut down before making a single dollar. No permit, no customer, no food. Most people would quit right here. Marcus almost did. Then Marcus did something most people never do when their first plan fails. He didn't quit. He pivoted. If he couldn't go to the customers, he'd go where the customers already were.
Excuse me, I shine shoes. Would you mind if I offered your customers a shine while they wait? I'll give you $1 for every customer I serve.
You serious? That's actually not a bad idea. All right, set up in the corner, but keep it clean.
Yo, you do boots too? I do everything with laces. $5 done before your haircut is. All right, let's see what you got. Damn, these look better than when I bought them. Here's 10. Keep the change.
$10. His first sale. And something even more valuable. Every man in that waiting room just saw the result with their own eyes. Word spread inside that barbershop like fire. By the end of day 1, Marcus had served 9 customers, $45 in revenue, minus the $9 he owed Ray for the cut. Net profit, $36. From $20, he had nearly tripled his money in 8 hours. Day 2, Marcus didn't celebrate. He reinvested. $18 went right back into the business. A cleaner look, better tools. He understood something most people miss. The first dollar you make isn't for spending, it's for building. By day 3, Marcus wasn't just shining shoes. He was running a route. 3 barbershops, morning shift at Ray's, afternoon at Fades and Blades, evening at King's Cuts. 12 hours a day, every dollar tracked, every customer remembered. $530 profit in 7 days, starting from 20. But Marcus wasn't done. He was just getting started.
$40, as promised. Keep it.
What? But the deal was never about the money, Marcus. It was about making you believe you could do it. The $40 didn't build that shoe shine route. You did. I just gave you a reason to start. When you feel like quitting, and you will, remember this week. Remember what you built from nothing. Goodbye, Marcus.
With $530 in his pocket, Marcus made 2 moves that changed everything. A $40 phone, his window to the world, and a gym membership. Not for fitness, but for showers, clean water, and a place to feel human again. For the first time in years, he looked in a mirror and didn't look away. He found a book at the library called The Lean Startup. He didn't understand every word, but one line hit him like a freight train. The only way to win is to learn faster than anyone else. Marcus had been learning faster than anyone else his whole life. He just never had a reason to apply it. By week 6, Marcus had served over 400 customers. He had regulars. He had a name in the neighborhood. Ray told everyone, "You need a shine, you see Marcus." And then an opportunity walked through the door that Marcus never expected.
Marcus, I run a hospitality company downtown. I've watched you for 2 months. You show up every day. You remember every customer's name. You handle complaints like a pro. I need someone like you managing my front of house team. Interested? Sir, I don't have a resume. I don't have an address. I don't need a resume. I've watched your resume every week for 2 months. You start Monday. First paycheck is in advance.
60 days. From a torn jacket to a tailored suit. From begging for quarters to managing a team. From $20 to a career. Not because someone saved him, because someone believed in him long enough for him to believe in himself. 6 months after that handshake, Marcus bought a used van for $8,000. He turned his shoe shine hustle into Marcus Shine Co., a mobile detailing service for corporate events, hotels, and office buildings. He hired 2 people, both from the streets, both given the same thing he was given, a shot. Here's what Marcus's story teaches us about money. It's not about how much you start with, it's about 3 things. See a problem other people ignore, spend every dollar like a soldier on a mission, and reinvest before you reward yourself. Marcus didn't get lucky, he got disciplined. And discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Maybe you're watching this from a place that feels impossible. Maybe you've got less than $20 to your name right now. Maybe the world told you that you're not enough. But Marcus was told the same thing every single day for 5 years, and he proved them all wrong with a rag, some shoe polish, and the decision to stop surviving and start building. You don't need permission. You don't need a degree. You don't need a miracle. You need $20 and the guts to bet on yourself.